Good evening, I'm Madison Carmouche. Less than 24 hours after a state of emergency was declared over the city of Fleming Neon, the Neon Volunteer Fire Department was helping the situation by providing cases of waters to families still without water. With the boil order causing a lot of concern, WYMT's Jack Demler spoke to the mayor and community members about the dire situation.
Temporary solution?
And you know, we're doing what we can to try to keep people in water. I need water as bad as anybody else in the city, you know what I'm saying?
For an emergency situation.
Well, that's very important to have those options. I mean, everybody needs drinking water and water to cook.
On Friday, the city of Fleming Neon declared a state of emergency due to a fresh water well not having enough water, creating difficult times for residents.
You go wash a load of clothes and you water's dirty. You know, it's pure dirt coming out of the faucet sometimes. Your hot water heater don't last 2 years. I've got kidney problems, so don't drink it. Have to buy my drinking water. So, you know, you pay for water, but you can't drink it. So it's just, you know, snowball just keeps rolling from there.
Mayor Ricky Burke says it's a problem that has been going on for some time.
Well, we've been having problems for probably a couple of weeks. We've been limping along.
And says is something that will just take time.
We need to let those wells rest for some time and let the water build back up.
Meanwhile, hundreds of cases of water are being distributed to families at the Neon Volunteer Fire Department. Burke says they are also getting water from other sources, including the city of Jenkins and the Letcher County water system, doing everything they can until the public's health and safety is restored. In Fleming Neon, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
Burke says at this time he is not sure how long the state of emergency will be in effect.
Well, it's a chilly evening out there. Temperatures right now are generally into the lower 40s, 42 in London, 44 in Williamsburg. We are 44 in Middlesbrough, 43 in Harlan, 43 in Manchester, 43 in Hazard, 42 for Jackson, 42 for Irvin right now, and 42 degrees in Wise. So we are continuing to at least see, as we go into tonight, we'll continue to see at least some scattered showers across our area as we'll have temperatures fall down generally into the mid to upper 30s for overnight lows. So not really seeing too much change with temperatures. Winds out the west 5 to 10 miles per hour. And again, having those scattered showers. And we look at really Sunday's breakdown, and we're going to have scattered rain, snow showers around. Temperatures will be into the low 40s. Not going to have a washout, not any kind of accumulating snow or anything, but we'll have those rain, snow showers around, especially as we go into the early part of the day. Then our precip chances do begin to go down, and we actually start to clear out as we hit really the evening hours. And we look at that weather timeline. Scattered showers for tonight, rain, snow showers for tomorrow, partly cloudy for Monday. Tuesday is going to be a rainy and windy day. And then we look at Wednesday, we're looking at some 8 a.m. scattered snow showers. So a lot of details here coming up.
A man has died after a shooting with law enforcement in Wayne County late Friday evening. Wayne County Coroner Gordon Hicks tells our sister station WKYT it happened around 10 p.m. at a home along Highway 200 near Toggle Hollow Road. The victim, who has not yet been identified, is described as a 45-year-old man. He died from a gunshot wound sustained in a shooting with Wayne County Sheriff's deputies. Hicks says the victim's girlfriend was also at the scene. Kentucky State Police is handling the investigation. A bicyclist in Monticello is facing injuries after getting hit by a car. The Monticello Police Department was called to the Tractor Supply on Main Street after a driver, Gary Cook of Monticello, hit a bike rider, Rafael Hernandez of Monticello. Following the incident, Hernandez was taken to the Wayne County Hospital by the Wayne County EMS. Cook was uninjured but was cited to report to court for not having insurance. The City of Irvin Police Department made an arrest in an ongoing investigation. Tanya Reese Mullins of Whitesburg was arrested in Thornton. Mullins is facing multiple charges, including attempted murder, kidnapping, robbery, burglary, and more. Officers say that because the investigation is ongoing, information for the public is limited, but Reese was taken to the Letcher County Jail. The first man arrested in connection to the Crystal Rogers case will have to wait until February to learn if his bond will be lowered. A judge and lawyer decided to delay Joseph Lawson's bond discussion yesterday. Lawson's lawyer wants his $500,000 bond lowered, claiming it is unfair and excessive. Joseph appeared through Zoom briefly, but the judge and lawyers agreed that he should physically be in the courtroom for the bond discussion. Lawson is charged with criminal conspiracy to commit murder and tampering with physical evidence. Joseph's father, Stephen Lawson, also wants his $500,000 bond lowered. A judge is expected to make that decision within the next few days. Stephen is facing the same charges as his son, criminal conspiracy to commit murder and tampering with physical evidence. A judge expects Brooks Houck to be in the courtroom during his next hearing. Roger's boyfriend at the time she disappeared is charged with murder in the case. A judge signed an order that said the Nelson County Sheriff can transport Houck from the Oldham County Jail to court on February 8th. Houck made his first appearance virtually back in October. A driver is now behind bars in Rockcastle County after a chase through multiple counties. Rockcastle County Dispatch says a person driving a U-Haul was pulled over for an illegal tag on the vehicle. That's when the suspect led police into Laurel County, then went north on I-75 into Madison County. Police say the driver of the U-Haul went down several streets throughout Berea before the chase eventually ended. The driver was arrested and taken to the Rockcastle Detention Center, where they are facing several felony charges. The ongoing construction on I-75 is set to resume on Monday in Whitley County. Officials with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet are set to install guardrails starting at northbound mile marker 24, right before exit 25W in Corbin. District 11 Public Information Officer Les Dixon says one lane will be closed during construction, adding to plan ahead when traveling on I-75.
The one thing that we're asking motorists is to be aware of the work zone, expect significant delays, and utilize safe driving habits when traveling through the work zone area. If you have an appointment, you want to leave a little bit earlier.
Dixon says the lane closure will take place from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. starting Monday until January 26th. While many avoided getting any accumulation here in the Commonwealth, statewide this morning we saw heavy rainfall. First Alert meteorologist Alexa Minton explains the dangers of wet roadways, particularly in the winter months.
Even when we need it, rain can inconvenience folks as we go about our daily tasks. However, after periods of heavy rain, danger can present itself on the roadways.
The public needs to keep in mind that when we have heavy rains, you can hydroplane in a car, and it doesn't take much water to cause hydroplaning. So you want to reduce your speed always when there's heavy rains, and pooling, of course, in areas too on different routes.
Hydroplaning occurs when water goes in between the tires and the pavement. Tires, when in shape, hold traction to the ground and then scatter the water that's on the roadway around the tire. However, once water depth is around 1/10 of an inch or greater and the vehicle passes over the water at 40 miles per hour, the tires don't have enough time to displace the water and they end up losing contact with the pavement. The water then lifts the tire up from the surface and the vehicle begins to hydroplane.
Allow extra time, reduce your speed, and always drive without distractions. Wear your seatbelt and keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the roadway.
As temps are tumbling in the winter months, it's also possible to see overnight temperatures drop far enough to lead to the freezing of groundwater on roadways, giving some slick spots for travelers.
This is a good time also to winterize your vehicle to make sure that your battery is charged, your windshield wipers are working, and that your auto is in good condition overall.
So while many are focused on snowfall this winter, make sure you keep weather aware about all types of precipitation to keep you and your loved ones safe as you head out the door. For WKYT, I'm First Alert meteorologist Alexa Minton.
Muhammad Ali International Airport is trying to make flying safer. The TSA held a recruiting event there today. They helped out people who may be interested in applying to help their operations in SDF. They offered both full and part-time positions with pay starting at $20 per hour. Benefits include paid leave, health care for all employees, 401k coverage, and more. Still to come, first responders in Corbin are coming together to raise money for one of their own who is battling breast cancer.